friends. Welcome back to Crystal's Tarot, or welcome if you're new. Please consider subscribing. This is going to be a general reading for the Divine Feminine as a message or communication, things that she would want to say to the Divine Masculine and what his potential response would be. We're also going to go over some mirror readings to see what both sides' perspectives are in given situations. So with that being said, be sure to watch your readings for your personal placements, that they might resonate with you, be helpful for you. All of these readings are intended to assist you on your path to your greatest and highest good, but always keep in mind that you do have free will, and always follow your own intuition. That's better than any other advice or anybody else's intuition that you could be using. But today's reading is intended to assist you on your greatest and highest path to your greatest and highest good. You might want to check out the readings for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, any planets that resonate with your 1st, 10th, 7th, 4th, 11th, and 5th houses. The angular houses of those planets are the 1st house, the 4th house, 7th house, and 10th house. Okay, let's get into today's reading. What I'm seeing for, and then also, sorry, quick note. This is a general reading, so take it as it resonates. Don't force the messages. You might find pieces at the beginning, middle, or ends, or some of you might find that all of it resonates. But again, don't force the messages. To see if it resonates, you can like it's a feeling that you'll have. To test it, you can tell yourself, my name is Crystal, and see what feelings you get. The opposite obviously is, my name is not Crystal, and see what feelings that you get that resonate with that. That's how you can know if a message resonates. So do not force a message. So today's reading, it looks like there's a pre-message for whoever this is intended for. I feel like you're stuck in your thoughts and you're worried about some sort of communication or some sort of communication that you've received or want to share regarding something that you have emotional investment in. Whatever this is for you, there's things that you feel like are unknown. A lot of things that are like unknown to you right now. So you're having a difficulty processing it, feeling comfortable, like making decisions at the moment. I feel like you're trying to go with the flow, but there's like a nervous energy, like around you, behind you, within you somewhere in some shape or form. Sorry, you have the 8 of Swords and the Page of Cups with that. So I feel like Spirit wants to go into this a little bit more. For some of you, this is something like this communication that you're either receiving or giving. I feel like it's inspired by Spirit, but it's something that makes you happy. So you want to go forward towards it, but there's something unknown to you. There's something unknown. And if like with the little mountains right here, but like if you see the water, so the ocean and everything behind her, there's this little path of water right here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I feel like obviously with it being the Page of Cups, it's something it's new. It's not something that's been going on for too long for some of you. For some of you, this might have been something that has gone on for a long time, but it's like a new start, something fresh beginning. It's a page. It's not this is either immature energy or communication, right? And then we have the 8 of Swords coupled with that. So I feel like you're stuck in your thoughts. You're like I don't know how to find the word for it. Like there's recirculating thoughts, memories, opinions, trying to come up with the best like approach or best response. You're wanting to have like a victory, but there's a lot unknown to you. You find joy in this, whatever this is for you. Take it as it resonates. But I feel like there's something in regards to your home environment that you're trying to make more stable. Sorry, the smoke is getting ridiculous now. I do feel like this is in regards to emotional connection. You have the 2 of Cups here, and then followed by the Queen of Pentacles, the Devil, the Star, and the Empress. So the combination of this is telling me that whatever it is that you're stuck in your thoughts about regarding a communication that you want to receive or give. It involves, in some way, shape, or form, somebody that you have an emotional investment in. This could be somebody that you've had a long-term connection with, somebody that you've lived with, somebody that you've partnered with. In some way, shape, or form, you have experienced or have thought about living with this person or experiencing a life with this person that's long-term stability, where you guys have like the family, the kids, the job, the bills, the chores, like all of that. But there was some sort of toxic energy that came to play within the connection, the relationship, the dynamics in some way, shape, or form. I felt like you had to there was an evaluation being processed on to take place. And I felt like with this healing, there was some sort of wish fulfillment involved with it for some of you. Take it as it resonates. Don't force the messages. But I felt like there's something new being created. For some of you, you might be pregnant, or like there might be children involved in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like some sort of healing is allowing some sort of like new beginning, especially you have the Empress and the Page of Cups ending both rows. So that's significant for me. That's indicating that there is something new that's starting, regardless of how long it is, regardless of the prior history. Today, there is something new beginning. There's a communication. There's something new starting, but there's this nervous energy. And with the Eight of Swords being above the Devil card, I would expect that this relationship or experience, whatever you're communicating with, has had some sort of toxic energy some way, in some way, shape, or form. But I felt like there's been some sort of healing that's come to it, some sort of stability that's came to it. Before we go into the reading, as far as like seeing the divine masculine and the divine feminine, I just want to pull a little bit more about this. So I usually like to pull all my cards on camera, but I had to like do it this route because you have to have a picture up to go live. Okay, so again, we have the Three of Wands, but not again. Hold on, and there's something else here. Okay, the Six of Pentacles talks about bringing balance. The Three of Wands, something that was wished for, waited for, prayed for. And then you have the Devil right above the Five of Pentacles. So this speaks about toxic energy causing somebody to be left out in the code in some way, shape, or form. Some sort of toxic energies cause somebody to feel or get abandoned, rejected. What the heck? I'm not gonna say that. Okay, and then you have the Knight of Cups over the Hierophant. So there's like a quick communication regarding something emotional, in regards to like a higher knowledge, a higher commitment for some. And then you have the Ten of Swords over the Ten of Cups. So let's read this. So for this, I'm indicating there's been some balance, enlightenment brought into a situation that was waited for, hoped for, prayed for. It involved in some way, shape, or form some toxic energy that caused somebody to be abandoned, neglected. There was some sort of like quick communication regarding like, hey, I learned something. For some of you, there might have been an apology, but there's like emotional contact, emotional communication. Like, do you see the Knight? He's offering his cup. This is no longer the Page of Cups. Up here, you got the Page of Cups. Now down here, we got the Knight of Cups. So there's some sort of action that was taken, emotional action. Like here, I'm sorry. Instead of like thinking about it and telling you about it, I'm going to show you. I'm sorry. I've learned something. I've learned more than I've learned something with a deeper awareness. There's a higher level of commitment involved in some way, shape, or form. Above the Ten of Cups. So at one point in time, this
this environment that was everything that one would want it to be had somehow turned like hurtful, disappointing, toxic, this like energy of like defeat, like complete defeat. Something, but I feel like there was some sort of knowledge, there was awareness, there was a higher level of learning brought into a commitment, a connection, a committed connection. There was some sort of action taken forward out of love in regards to this toxic energy that caused somebody to be left out in the cold. There's now been balance brought forward to something that somebody had wished in. Okay. Reading. Be for, hold on, we got some more messages right here. All right, you have the Knight of Cups again, the Four of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Okay. So there was some sort of, again, there might have been an apology. There was some sort of communication, emotional communication forward. I feel like this approached you regarding healing. Something had healed. The Four of Swords, prior to the Four of Swords is the Three of Swords. And if you know tarot, that speaks about like the five of the end result from the Five of Pentacles, which was just out here a moment ago. Like somebody was somebody was neglected, abandoned, hurt, like defeated in some way, shape, or form. Just hurt as far as they could be emotionally. With it being the Three of Swords, it could have potentially have been like a third party. There was some sort of communication that was not healthy, thoughts that were unhealthy. But now we're at the Four of Swords, so I feel like that's healed. There's been a communication. We had the Hierophant out here, the higher level of like learning something. Somebody learned something, and this isn't where I just like went and passed my kindergarten class. Like this is, I went to college and I have my degree now. I have something solid to show that I invested hard time learning something. I know this now. I know this to be true. And this healing, this whatever this Four of Swords energy, the healing and the reflection that brought, it allowed somebody to like make a forward. I feel like it was a strategy at first. It was a thought. Hold on, we got another. It was the thought at first of like, oh, that's cute, and then the Two of Swords, or sorry, the Two of Cups. I don't know why I said the Two of Swords. Hold on, let's see what else. And we got something else. The Knight of Pentacles. I want to be solid with this. Hold on, guys. I might not be able to get this. Oh, shit. And the Nine of Wands. Okay, so let's read it. So, and then the Four of Swords peeking under that is the Two of Wands. So this healing, it brought somebody forward to making a decision in some way, shape, or form. I felt like there was a lot of thought of like, how do I heal this connection? How do I communicate and nurture this connection? How do I use my intuition to direct me in how to communicate, to how to heal this connection? And then you have the Two of Cups again, and you have the Two of Cups up here. So again, I feel like we're and then followed by the Knight of Pentacles, and under that is the Six of Pentacles. And then the Nine of Wands. So I felt like this energy, before it approached, it was like concerned of like, with the Knight of Cups, he wants to communicate something. He wants to do something. There's a forward action that that is a result of emotional thought, investment in some way, shape, or form. There's emotion that causes that action. And then there's healing, followed up by a decision in some way. It's like we're buying a house, we're involved. And then with the Nine of Wands, I felt like there was like a defensive energy. And I feel like that's bringing us back to the Eight of Swords up here. I feel like there's yes, I do want to move forward. Yes, I can. But there's something I'm concerned about. There's a border, a barrier. There's some sort of like concern about somebody stuck in their thoughts about something they're defensive about. Like somebody does not want to be hurt. Somebody doesn't want to repeat a cycle. There was some, but I don't know. Take it as it resonates for you. hold on.
There's nothing else. I don't know. Somebody's defensive. There is a want to move forward. There's healing involved. There's choosing a path, but there's a hesitant energy at the same time. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I was bringing all these cards back together to shuffle them, I did see the Seven of Swords. That speaks about dishonesty. That speaks about somebody being lying, sneaky, shady, deceptive in some way, shape, or form. Somebody did something that they don't want the other person necessarily to know about, or they're gonna do something. There's some sort of there's that devil energy. When I was pulling the cards together, Five of Wands and the Two of Wands. So whoever's stuck in their thoughts, they're like somebody. So okay, shit. There's like this energy of somebody being sneaky and shady, doing something deceptive, trying to lie or confuse somebody so somebody doesn't know about it. There's some sort of energy right here.
But do you see this cat right here? Do you see this cat at the bottom? And it's got a little light on it too. You see?
I feel like whatever this is,
whoever, and you see he's looking back like, don't see me, don't see me with all this shit that I'm trying to get away with. It's the Five of Swords he's got right here. He left the Two of Swords, but this cat fucking sees him, and this cat is lit up, and he doesn't see the cat though.
So what this is telling me is he's like, there's something confusing that he's trying to get away with, right? He's trying to, male or female, take it as it resonates. I'm just reading a card. I'm looking at it, you're reading a card. So he's doing something that he's either trying to confuse with his words. He's confused with his own thoughts. There's arguments potentially, but there's like this desire to have like confusion behind that. But they're not going, and you see how they're not going the same way? Like the swords aren't lined up together down here. So he's trying to cause confusion. He's trying to like, but I feel like he's confused within himself. But either way, no matter what, at the end of the day, spirit knows what's up. You can't hide from spirit. At the end, whoever you're trying to get away from, whoever is trying to be whatever, at the end of the day, you can never run and hide.
You can run, but
you can run, but you can't hide. Wands. So I feel like this kind of energy is like leading into some sort of like arguing and fighting, some sort of combative energy. But if you look down here, like they're arguing, they're fighting, but if you see down here, there's like these two little butterflies. Like you have a path to choose, a direction to go. You can either fight and argue, or you can like choose to like see the growth, to see the development in the situation, whatever it is for you. So I feel like this speaks about like potentially past and or current energy. Take it as it resonates. Don't force the messages. But okay, when I picked this up, okay, I had death. Okay. When I picked up, and now I have the Page of Cups again. So every time I pick this up, there's like a new message that pops out. So I'm going to read the messages like Spirit wants me to read the messages. Don't nobody force it. Again, some pieces might resonate, all of it might, but take it as it resonates. Don't force it. So whatever was sneaky and shady in the past, some sort of confusion that was caused or intended to be caused, Spirit kind of like, I feel like there was like, okay, if you look at this card, how I just pointed out, like you can either choose to fight or you can choose to have balance. You can choose to be like the butterfly in the situation and go through your transition and shit. The death card came out. Okay. There's like either this transition you can go through or you can fight, whatever it is. And then it's followed by a decision, right? You have to pick a path. Those are your options. Pick one. There's definitely some sort of ending that took place or is taking place that's causing some sort of communication out of love, out of like something that actually is emotionally invested and inspired. Take it as it resonates, guys. I don't know if this is past energy, current energy, whatever it is for you, but it looks like there's a decision. There's definitely some sort of decision.
Right here, there's a decision. Following this is a decision. So you have to choose what you're inspired for ultimately at the end of the day. Do not choose. I feel like there's like this ending, whatever this was or is gonna be. I feel like it's so much more. It's not just one thing. There's so much wrapped up in this change, this transition. Um, but it's for your better ultimately. At the end of the day, if we're following our guidance and we're following what we're inspired to do, at the end of the day, we're leading to our greatest and highest good. We're doing what we're supposed to, and we're staying on our path. And when we're not, best believe we're gonna get redirected. Like spirit wants for our greater good, even when we don't see it at the moment. Like that's the best wish for God. He wants our best. He, she, they, it, whatever it is. I believe in all paths to God. There's some sort of change, transition that happened between this deceptive energy. I feel like it keeps on telling us pretty much the same story. There was a situation that was toxic at one point in time by one and or both, whatever it is for you, take it as it resonates. But there's been some sort of a knowledge, there's been some sort of healing and like significant growth within the situation. It's causing some sort of transition that's allowing somebody to open up and communicate their emotions. But again, with it being, we're ending, okay, I was about ready to say we're actually going to start into our mirror reading, but we're also ending with the Page of Cups, which is also what we ended our first row on. So again, I feel like this is all just very significant. This communication or this new opportunity, I feel like it's, even though it's immature with it being the page, it's this communication is necessary. It has the potential to develop into something huge and big and significant, but somebody has to choose a path. Do you want to stay and keep on fighting, or do you want to go through that transition and like go through that change? Like the butterfly was not always a butterfly. I don't know if you guys could see it. I hope you guys can see it. That's a freaking butterfly right there, and there's one over here too. There's two butterflies. So those are your options: change, heal, grow, transition, or stay and fight. There's a path for you to choose. You have to choose a path. Like you can't just stay in like limbo. You can't. But there's there's some sort of inspiration here to move forward. There's something you're trying to create, you're trying to build, you're trying to do something for your greatest good. But I feel like you have some sort of opportunity else, like not necessarily elsewhere. I feel like your focus is, whoever this particular part of the message resonates with, your focus is on one element of your life. And then there's this emotional element that's coming in and connecting in some way, shape, or form with you. It might be immature energy, something new and fresh, or it might be communication. It might be somebody that you've been with already, and they're trying to express like some sort of emotional element to you about some sort of healing and moving forward. I feel like you definitely do want to take this movement forward, but you're stuck in your thoughts about it. You don't want to repeat the same energy. You don't want these toxic patterns to continue. But I feel like there is, like, you do see and the Knight of Pentacles is underneath that. Changes, it's ultimately lead to something that you could count on. It took a long fucking time. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Swords, like that shit went fast. Like we like rushed to that kind of, but it's the Knight of Pentacles. This was thought out. This was methodical. This took time. This took a lot of experiences and energy. This was over a long period of time. We did this there was change, there was growth, there was periods developed over a long period of time. I can't say that enough. It's very slow, very slow. It moves very slowly. So this transition, this change, this whatever this happened, it came slow. Somebody feels like it was slow. Okay, let's get into our mirror reading now to see what the Divine Feminine would like to approach our Divine Masculine with. All right, guys. For now, I'm just going to put them back over here where they're supposed to be. And we're going to do one deck at a time, one row at a time. On my left side over here is going to be the divine feminine energy. Over here on my right side is going to be the divine masculine energy. Whatever the bottom card is in the middle is going to be the mutual energy. And that's going to be what both sides are sharing their perspective and energy towards. I hope that makes sense, but I'll explain it as we go. I'm no longer going to take any more of the pre-messages in the deck because I want to get into our reading. Thank you, Spirit. And again, this is a general reading, so do not force the messages. Take them as they resonate. I'm going to take no more pre-messages, and this will be our final shuffle. All right, Divine Feminine. First card out was the Death card. So she's went through some sort of change. Happily accepted some sort of trend. If you look, sorry, I don't want to mess my cards up, my order. This card, she's like, so guys, my camera is like not the greatest, but I don't know if you can see her facial expression, but whatever this change was, like she's completely freed by it. She feels like it's a whole new her. There's a part of her that remorses over something from the past, but it's immature energy. It's something from long ago. It's she is like, there's elements still that she's learning, things that she doesn't know yet. I feel like she's still like changing. She's still in the process of changing into her, becoming the full her, being aware of her and all of her abilities, aware of her. She's still in the process of that, but she's experiencing so far this change. The next card out is the Knight of Pentacles. So this change took a long time for her to get there. It wasn't something she experienced overnight by far. But it's something like this change is something that's going to last for the long term for her. She's going to come into more knowledge as she just as time passes. As time passes, she's going to experience more change and growth, and she's going to be more stable and secure as time passes. Next card out is the Four of Swords. So she's went through sort of healing energy. She's grown. And if you look in the background of the Four of Swords, to me, it looks like the Hierophant back here. She's like in some sort of church building. And it looks like on the wall, the little windows, it looks like the Hierophant back there to me for a second. And just the area. But if you look closer, or not closer, but if you take a farther look, like you can tell it's like the God, and he's holding the lamb and stuff. So I feel like there's been a lot of learning on things. Like I feel like the things that were looked at one way, there's been like a bigger perspective, a different view on it. She's looking at things differently. Okay. Her last card is the Two of Pentacles. So she's coming to balance. She's creating balance. She wants balance. I feel like her emotions, if you see that water back here, her emotions are no longer as crazy or as erotic, as triggering as they once were. She's found a way to like balance that energy within her. Okay, we have to go over this some more. There's something she's still waiting for. There's still more balancing that she has to do. But she's following her intuition now. She's gracefully accepting the change that she's going through. And I feel like she's just trying to like absorb, like a sponge, absorb all the experiences, all the lessons, I feel like she feels very abundant. She feels blessed. She's aware of how spirit has helped like bring things into balance, has helped bring things into balance for her. That's beautiful. Okay, let's see about the masculine. Oh, first card out, Three of Swords. So there's, I feel like he's still hurting from something. We're going to see at the end when we're done pulling what the mutual energy is that they're communicating about. But he's hurting. He's experienced something that was very difficult for him to go through, where he has he has the Three of Swords and she has the Four of Swords. So I feel like it's switched energies where she used to feel a hurt. I don't know who it was caused by, but she used to feel this. It may have been caused by him, it may have been caused by someone else, but he's feeling it now. And she's feeling a healing from it. She's feeling she's learned the lessons that this hurt has caused. She's absorbed it, but he's now experiencing it on his end. That's weird. Bottom of the deck, you have the King of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sorry guys, I'm not gonna go over signs because I feel like everybody pays attention to that too much. This is more the energy. We just want to know what the story is, and you could place the names as it's appropriate. So the King of Wands speaks about finding, like, I have a desire for something. I seeked it out. I went and I conquered. I was inspired to do something. I went and I did that. This is movement forward that I'm passionate and inspired towards. And I just want to say, I just noticed the King of Wands, like that can be a Leo, could represent in that card. But in this particular card, there's like the King and Queen of Lions down here, and they own the jungle. It's the King and Queen of the jungle. Hold on. Before I go into that more, I want to see what he has, what his final cards were. And he has more cards than the Divine Masculine has more cards than the Divine Feminine. So I feel like he's more communicative about whatever this forward action is that's inspired than she is. But let's see. Let's see. Then you have the Page of Wands. This is communication. For it could potentially be immature, like new starts, passionate new starts. Okay, but that card was flipped over. So I feel like this was, hold on. So that was the last card then when I picked them up. Hold on. So then it actually followed the Knight of Wands. This is forward movement that I'm passionate about, but it's like kind of forceful energy. Then you have the World, talks about a change, talks about a move potentially. The Lovers, a higher level of commitment. This is it doesn't have to be for another person. It could be with oneself as well. Like he could have went on a journey that hurt him. There was some sort of forward passionate movement. Something hurt him. It could have been a third party or some sort of involvement in some way, shape, or form. Take it as it resonates. There's something that he might know that he doesn't want to share. He doesn't want to communicate about. But he does want to have passionate forward movement and some sort of change regarding a love connection. But again, this could be like him finding his higher self, him falling in love with himself. He could have fell in love with himself by something an experience that he was hurt by loving himself through a hurting time. He could have came to love himself or find more compassion for himself, find more strength and confidence within himself. And then you have the Page of Wands. So whatever this experience was, it led him to like communicate something that he was passionate about. I would assume that there's a direct action. We're going to directly take an action forward regarding something. With this card representing the King and Queen of the jungle, I'm going to assume with all the other cards as well, that this is in regards to a connection, to have balance within yourself. But it was a long process. With this Knight of Pentacles, it was a long process, but she can now touch this energy. She can now see the results from this work. Whereas our Divine Masculine, he was hurting. He felt the pain. He didn't want to share some sort of information. It could have been in regards to this pain. It could have been like, hey, I don't want you to know how I'm hurting, how I'm feeling disappointed and sad right now, how I miss you, whatever it is. He didn't want to share that information. But he did want to take a forward movement. He did want to reach out. He did want to, he did want to like reconnect. And there was some sort of change that he experienced
causing him to like take this forward movement out of passion because he cares about this connection, person, place, or thing. I'm gonna say it's a person. He cares about this, and so now there's forward movement. So right now there's forward movement within this connection. But let's keep on going. Let's see what else Spirit wants to share with us. Divine Feminine. So being that this is the Divine Feminine message to the Divine Masculine, and his side indicated that, hey, I'm taking some sort of forward movement towards you. Now the ball is back in her court. She's saying, hey, I'm having balance within myself. I can tell she wants to move forward as well, but she's slow to do so. She's hesitant to do so. He's excited. He's learned something. He knows something that he's not fully sharing necessarily. Whatever this hurt was for him, it taught him a lot. And that's what initiated this healing for him. So when I opened the deck, you have the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. Look at him. That's freaking cute, yo. So if somebody's communicating, I care about you, I'm emotionally invested here, and somebody like basically like responds with me too, like let's move forward. I will like, it's freaking cute. Okay. What else? So maybe that's what happened. He reached out to her, the Divine Masculine reached out to the Divine Feminine, and now we're gonna see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what Spirit doesn't always give us the next play-by-play, but okay, we have a Tower with the 10 of Cups. This is just indicating like there was some sort of like unstable energy in regards to a home environment. Okay, so I feel like Spirit's gonna let us know like each side's hurt on the instability potentially on the environment. Let's see though. All right, this will be our final shuffle. The feminine side. She got a lot of cards this time. She's got the King of Cups, some sort of action forward, out of love and emotional action. Then the Knight of Wands, something, again, action out of passion, forward movement out of passion. Oh, shit. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Cups. Oh, okay. I don't know if you were watching at the beginning or not, but earlier message, we had the Ten of Cups, and above it was the Ten of Swords. Okay, and then followed by the by the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Cups. Now we have a pair out here again, just like right here we have the King and Queen of the Jungle. Down here we have the King and Queen of Cups. Now we have Justice, the Six of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. She's very talkative. The Five of Swords. Okay, she's basically saying the same thing. So down here, okay, we're gonna spread it out for a moment because we're gonna see what she's gotta say, the Divine Feminine's gotta say, but she's taking up too much space. And so I'm gonna have to, I had to. So what this is saying is that she's wanting to take some sort of forward movement. She cares about the, passionate about it. She's had a lot of hurt, but she's like fully invested in this connection as much as she can be. As much as one can be invested, she is. She's working on her confidence. She's feeling more secure, I feel she's feeling more like more attractive, more abundant, more prosperous. Like she knows like she's the ish right now. She's this Four of Swords that she went through, you can see it. Like she feels good about herself, but still she's stuck in her thoughts. There's still something in her thoughts that is causing her to like, there's something like she feels like she doesn't fully know or understand something. There's something that there's like some wobble energy here. There's definitely some wobble. Okay. If you look, like she has like opposition constantly. Like one moment, well, not one moment. In her side,
One moment it's full defeat, and then it's like full like love. It's everything that you would want it to be. And then it's confidence and security followed by insecurity. So I feel like this connection, it like causes her to like teeter-totter. One moment she's like everything's good and she's feeling good about the connection, and then for whatever reason there's thoughts, there with sword energy. This is words, this is communication, this is thought energy, that causes her to wobble. And then right back though, she cares about this connection, she wants to move forward. There's some sort of like forward movement, like with the King of Cups being here and the Queen of Cups. Like she knows that it's her person, but if you look at them, neither of them are fully facing each other. This is how it is right now. But if you were to even put them on this side, she is offering to him. He's not really offering to her. And if you put it in the position that they're currently in, he's observing while she's like, she has an offer, but she's not offering it to him necessarily anymore. She still has it, but I feel like there's a little bit of wobble. There's some concern there, right? Not necessarily concern. It's like, if I give you it, are you going to take it? And if you don't, like, are you going to value it if you do take it? And then there's some sort of justice. Something was unfair, something time. And so, like, what I'm getting is cup, if it's fair, if it's balanced, if things are fair and even and how they should be, I'll give you my cup. And things will work out. Things will work out how they should be. There will be a victory in this, but it has to be something stable. It has to be something that I can actually depend on and work forward to. I don't want to be stuck in my thoughts, and she's stuck in her thoughts. I don't want to have confusing energy, and she's in that. So I feel like this is very new. I feel like this is the next step for them. She's so concerned. She still needs some grounding in whatever was started right here. Okay, let's go on to his side, masculine. Masculine for the feminine. I gotta see that came in first. Okay, so this card, when it first came out in the reverse, but then so I feel like his side is about walking away from a position that was no longer really investing, or not being able to do so. About walking away from an emotional, away from a connection that's no longer emotionally invested. Hold on. Then Two of Cups, Page of Cups, Temperance, the Star, the Knight of Cups. He's got a little bit to say too. And the Ten of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles. So this speaks about balance. Okay. So her side, she's they took a forward movement. I feel like the masculine reached out to the feminine because they're passionate, right? We already established that. Now we're seeing how the balance is going to work between them. She's hesitant about it. She goes back and forth. She wants it, she cares about it, but she has thoughts that cause her to kind of have some wobble. She's confident in it at one moment, but then she's not. She's definitely, she sees a victory in it, but at the same time, she knows that things have to be like balanced and fair. She's right now, I feel like with her ending on the Five of Swords, she's stuck in her thoughts a lot right now. I feel like she's having some energy where, okay, if you look right here, this guy is like, he's defeated and he's like crying over his loss right now. Meanwhile, you got this guy, he's like won the victory and he's like king of the mountain and da da da. He's not a graceful winner. So I feel like, and this talks about winning at all costs at times as well. So and it being the Five of Swords, I'm going to say she's concerned about investing and ending up basically coming to her knees again, like feeling this hurt that she had to heal from. She's concerned of like reliving that. But she sees a victory in her energy, she wants to go forward, but she's concerned. His energy, Emotionally walking away from something towards your connection, towards your emotional investment, providing either an apology, balance, healing to something communicated. But okay, so I feel like this is hard for him too. I feel like he got to the point finally. Hold on, it's going to be easier for me to read it like this if I do it like this. So I feel like when it came to balancing something out, he got to the point where he realized that if it wasn't going to be a reciprocity, that he had to walk away for his own emotional stability, for his own mental stability, for his own benefit, for his greater good. But I feel like he is emotionally invested and tied to this connection. He wants to be in this connection. He wants to bring balance to this connection. I feel like he's apologized. He's provided some sort of like communication, but again, it's the page. It's either immature or it's either immature energy or communication. So I feel like the communication is kind of like started out small, started out slow. I don't feel like he's fully I don't feel like this couple has yet deep dived into their conversation, into their situation to, and I don't know necessarily if it's necessary. The cards aren't necessarily saying that. I would say something or heal something, and because he has the 3 of Swords over, come to that. I feel like there's some sort of communication that helped him to bring in balance in regards to whatever this was that he thought he was gonna like if I give this to you, like her, just like her, she's offering the cup to her king, but he's not acknowledging it. And I feel like the king is like, hey, I'm gonna give you my cup, but if you're not willing to take it, I can't keep offering it. There's some sort of balance that he came into or he wants to bring into the situation. I feel like he's recognizing where the balance needs to come into play. You have the Temperance over here on his side, which represents balance in the highest way possible. And then you have the 6 of Pentacles, which also represents balance. This is Major Arcana representation of balance. This is the just regular tarot representation of balance. And if we have the 2 of Pentacles, which she has the 2 of Pentacles up here. So we have 3 cards that represent all the cards that represent balance in tarot. We have all those out here on the table now. So this is like he's gone through some sort of balance as well. And it's helped bring healing to the connection and or him. I feel like there's been a lot of healing within himself. I feel like there's things that he's using his intuition on more than he potentially didn't used to before. There's some sort of transition. There's been like a positive change of a cycle. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So he's taking forward movement towards something that he cares and he's compassionate about. But again, ending with the 10 of Wands. So again, we have opposition here. I'm going to take forward movement. I don't know what happened. My thing just started tripping. But so he is taking like forward movement towards something that he knows is going to be difficult or has been difficult for him in the past. So, but nonetheless, he's taking that forward movement to bring balance into something. I want to get a little bit more on his side. Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine. I want a clarification on this. I'm going to go over this, but I'm also going to pull cards. Two of Cups again. And the Queen of Pentacles. In regards to this 10 of it's something that was like this offer that was provided by spirit. Like, here's a relationship. Do you want it or not? And then they're into it. I see stability. Somebody's working on their stability. There's a lot of thought patterns about how do I do this? How do I create this? So I feel like for whoever the divine masculine is, he sees a need for balance. He's finding it hard to like communicate his affection, like not necessarily his affection, but he's finding it hard to understand how to communicate his truth and receive his person's truth, and how do they bring that together? How do we combine both of our truths together into an environment where we're both stable, where we both feel like we're nurtured in a connection, where we both feel like we're important? And that's hard for him right now. He doesn't know how to do that. He doesn't know if he can do that potentially, but he's working on it. So let's see what else we get. Sorry, we're gonna just pull, I guess. Okay. Then we have the 5 of Cups. What the fuck? And the Fool. Okay. Hold on, I want one more. Okay, we got a couple more. Okay, we got the 10 of Wands again to clarify the 10 of Wands. 7 of Swords again. And the 4 of Cups. Okay. So to clarify this 10 of Wands out here, it's difficult for him, right? This bringing balance is difficult for him, but he's passionate and he wants to take this forward movement. He cares about the connection. He wants to move forward, but there's something that's hard, right? Why? There's a feeling of like, maybe this isn't going to work out. Maybe I'm not enough. Maybe this person doesn't care like I care. Maybe, it's just a lot of disappointing energy, right? For some of you, hold on. I would usually say with this card, this represents spilled milk, somebody crying over somebody that they lost. But this is in regards to this connection. So I'm going to say that this person is like, finds it difficult on how do we bring balance into something, because at one point in time, there was disappointment in the connection. There might have been third parties for some of you. Take it as it resonates. With this 3 of Cups spilt over, there's this bridge in the background. So I feel like there's been like this journey, this long journey, but you have these 2 of Cups upright and followed by the Fool. So it's hard to figure out how this new opportunity, let me make sure you guys can see. It's hard to see how this new opportunity is going to be balanced when things of the past has been so difficult, but I want this new opportunity. So when we look into this a little bit further, it looks like somebody had offered somebody their cup, whether the divine was offered or the feminine offered it to, whether the masculine offered it to the feminine or the feminine offered it to the masculine, somebody wasn't happy with what, or it appeared that they weren't happy with what was offered to them. There was sneaky, deceptive, lying, shady behaviors at one point in time that caused it to be like the end all be all, like, can't do this no more. This is it. This is over. This is it. Because all the sneaky shadiness. So that's how we get here. That's how we get into somebody being disappointed. I did not follow through in a way that I'm pleased about. I did not represent myself in the connection in an authentic way. For some of you, there might have been third-party connections. So now, like, they don't see how there's how do I bring this into balance? How it's going to be so hard. It's going to be so hard. That's what I'm getting. It's going to be so hard to bring this into balance after all the crap that was done, all the disappointment in the past. It's going to be so hard to bring this back into balance. But there's a willingness to do so. I am so willing to like take a leap of faith on this. I want to jump. Okay, so that was a lot in that. Take that as that resonates. And just to be nosy, bottom of the deck is the 6 of Cups. So this is a connection that has been around for a really long time. It has a significant, like, oh my God, I can't even think about the word right now. Nostalgic. Sorry, thank you. It has a significant nostalgic connection. All right, so I'm going to put my little clarifier deck over here for a second. And let's go into our next row. The divine feminine message to the divine masculine. Sorry, let's recap up here. So bringing things into balance. She wants to, the divine feminine wants to, um, but there's like this back and forth that I feel like she's like stop and go. I feel like it's like whiplash energy, like she's full force one moment and then like slam on the brakes the next, and then like go and slam on the brakes. He, on the other hand, I'm trying to offer this to you. If you don't want it, I have to have balance within myself too. I'm trying to like redo this. I'm trying to offer something to you. And if you're not going to take it, I can't keep offering it. I can't like, it's like that energy of I can't kill myself or like defeat myself to apologize to you. I can't, like, he wants to move forward in something, but if she, like, you have to accept it or not. I can't keep offering it. You will want it or you don't. It's that you want it or you don't. He's healed. He sees, there's been some sort of like knowledge, like great, hold on. There's been some sort of great knowledge and inspiration within him, but he doesn't know how to bring that balance, and he's finding it difficult to see how it's going to be balanced again because of all the crap that's happened in the past. So we have a pre-message here of the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Swords again, and the Seven of Cups. So what this is saying, take this as it resonates. I don't know, this is like, I'm getting that this is advice, right? So somebody needs to be confident and know like you've done all you can do. You are all you need to be. Everybody's always a work in progress, guys. But in each moment, like right this second, I'm sure you've done all you could do today. I'm sure you were as nice as you could be. And if not, and if today was hard, I know that there was other days that you were. We all have good and bad days. And I feel like spirit just acknowledges that wants you to like, it is, oh, that's fucking cute. I feel like this is the divine's masculine's message from spirit regarding this energy. It's so hard. It's so hard. I don't know how to do it. So you need to be confident. You need to know that you're everything. Oh my God, I want to cry. You need to be confident and know that you're everything that you need to be. You have a beauty, whether you're masculine or feminine, but you're the masculine. So what, again, male or female, you're masculine energy. You're beautiful. Or handsome, but you're beautiful. I would say people are beautiful. You're beautiful. Your soul is beautiful. God created you to be everything that you needed to be. And you need to see the beauty in you. Just like right here, like you take it or you don't. I can't keep offering it. You need to see that value within yourself. You need to like feel it, like just like you're hoping they accept it. Know that what you're offering is genuine. Know that what you're offering, like you have a reason to be confident. You have a reason to be proud. You have a reason to stand, like offer your apology if you did something to apologize for, but don't keep on apologizing it. And this person, it just takes repetitiveness. Just like potentially there might have been like history that repeated of bad experiences. Likewise, you have to repeat good experiences so that this energy can heal. So the feminine quits having this fucking whiplash, because she doesn't want to either. She's invested fully in this connection too. She wants to see it balanced. She's just hurt. And being that she's telling you how she's hurting, this is not something somebody else did. This is something you did. This is something the masculine did. And he knows he did it too, because he feels this energy. He feels the results from his actions. And I'm not saying she was perfect by any means. Like obviously he's hurting. There's something that was done that caused him to hurt. So I'm not saying she's perfect. I'm not saying he's not perfect. I'm not saying he is perfect. I'm just saying that he needs to realize his value and stand in it. And you apologized already. From what I see, you've apologized already. You just have to repeat your stuff. You have to heal. The connection has to heal. And you have to keep on healing. Something within you still needs to be evaluated and healed within yourself. But you're headed towards great opportunities, great abundance. For some of you, not some of you, the Seven of Cups can sometimes represent illusion, like not seeing things clearly. But you want to look at the cards that came out with it, right? Not just that one by itself. And if this one was by itself, it would depend on what the question was, what the situation was, and potentially we want to pull more cards. But when we look at the whole story together of this little message that Spirit wants to let the Divine Masculine know, like You're everything you need to be. You're amazing inside and out. You're strong, you're capable. There's nothing that you need to do that you cannot do. You can do anything you set your mind to. There's still some healing that needs to take place. And that's how this connection is going to bring in balance. Be balanced by healing. Just like you had to heal, just like she had to heal, the connection together has to heal. And that comes with time and patience and opportunities. So for this, I'm saying that this divine masculine, you just have to like stand in your confidence on the days that she's like tripping, like love her through it, be patient and kind, help her heal through it, help the connection heal. Whatever these experiences were, both of you guys have things you need to heal, and you need to do that together. There's things you do alone and things you do together. It looks like you're doing things alone and she's done it alone, and you need to because you're individuals. But for the connection together, that needs to be healed. So there has to be intention and action towards this. And the way to do that is opportunities. Like, go out, spend time with this individual. Oh, you don't like this restaurant? Where do you want to eat? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Like, ask each other, like reinvest in each other, get to know each other again. Who are you? Like, what don't I know about you? There's things like you're going to be inspired, like as you guys get to know each other more, or again, as the connection heals, as you guys both stand in your power. I feel like this is, oh my gosh, I want to cry. This has the potential, right? It's always like in every moment, that's our energy, and it depends on what you're putting in this second makes your next. So as long as everybody continues to work on their greatest good and to try to build a connection that's healthy and abundant for each individual and the connection as a whole, and move forward towards these opportunities and these new, like, let's go on a date, let's go here, let's go there, let's do this, like, let's watch a movie, let's talk, whatever it is, it's building and creating, like reestablishing a new foundation. The tower was out here, I don't remember where, but the tower is big because it's a faulty foundation. It wasn't built right. It was either built too quickly, built on lies, deceit, whatever it is. It was not built right, so it cannot withstand the test of time. But what this story is telling me is that somebody's going to come in with their confidence. They're going to heal the connection. And that's how it's going to be brought into balance. Even though it's a hard thing to do, even though it's very, very hard to do, the balance is going to be brought in by creating these new opportunities. And I just want to say, if you look at this cup right here, there's a fucking rainbow coming out of it. And it's going up to the dragon with the little lady in her cup. And she's got her little cup up there too. So I just feel like this connection, like it needs time. It needs, just like it experienced toxic moments, it needs to have moments where sorry, my life keeps on cutting me out. I don't know. I'm masculine. This was a long story for you. To try how you bring in this balance, that how you don't see this being, go on dates, spend time with your partner, like get to know her again, get to know your masculine, your feminine, your Knight of Swords. You guys need to talk. You need to share energies. You need to share your thoughts. The Knight of Swords, that's thoughts, that's speaking. So whatever it is that you're thinking about and motivated throughout the day, inspired for, even if you think it's stupid or it's just a little thought, it doesn't matter. It does matter. Share it with your person. Communicate with them. Open up the lines of communication. I just said lies, and that just slipped out of my mouth. So I feel like lies were somehow involved in this communication. Somebody was deceptive at one point in time. Lies were, and a lot more than lies, I'm sure, was involved. But if you want to heal this connection, you do that by consistency. You do that by no longer lying, by standing in your truth, even when it's hard, even when it's awkward. It looks like you care about this person. This person cares about you. So it looks like you need to take that forward movement, invest the energy to heal the connection, provide this new opportunities, and you guys are both going to be happy. You guys are both going to look back and feel success and feel like great joy and abundance from like the energy that you fixed, like you healed. It's like if somebody gives you something, it's nice, it's cool, that's really cool. But if you work for something and you had to work up the energy for it, the money for it, the time, the blood, sweat, and tears. You just value it a little bit different. It's more important to you. You care about it more deeply than something that was just handed to you. Okay. All right. So this will be our last shuffle, and then we're gonna get our next mirror. Feminine's energy. Strength card. So she's feeling confident. Six of Swords. She's no longer dealing with arguing. She's no longer dealing with that mental conflict within herself when she sits in that energy of like, what the fuck? And I'm confused about this. And I don't trust myself on this. And can I trust them with what they said? And was that right? And all these thoughts that she sits with, she's going to be walking away from that energy. She wants to be confident and secure and stable. There's an energy where she just wants to experience joy. And she's not wanting to have that conflicting energy anymore. She like the things that she has to argue and struggle and fight through it. She's not doing that no more. Then you have the Fool card. She's leaving difficulty and moving into joy, abundance, new opportunities. Then you have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, it's getting interesting. We're flipping again. We'll see what comes out next. Yeah. Okay, cool. The Wheel of Fortune. So this tells me, hold on, we got one more. Okay. Aw, that's fucking cute, guys. 10 of Cups. We're done with her side. Before we get into his side, we're gonna read a little bit more. So she's walking into her confidence right now because she got out of her thoughts. She's no longer sitting in this energy of questioning herself, second guessing her thoughts, second guessing the people, second guessing her experiences. She's leaving all that behind. Even the things that she still feels pain and sorrow from, she's leaving all that behind. She still doesn't know how things are going to work out for her. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can see. She still is confused, and there's still things that she's not still fully willing and able to see, but she's moving forward. And that's going to allow her to have a new opportunity. Where once she was feel like she was left out, neglected, abandoned, wasn't good enough. There's a change for the better. She's coming into a new cycle for that. She's gonna have the life that she wants. She's gonna be happy at the end of the day. Hold on, I do get another one. Let's see what else comes up. See, yes, the Nine of Pentacles. She's gonna feel stable in herself. She doesn't need anybody else to come in and tell her like she's beautiful today. She knows she's beautiful. She doesn't need anybody to come in and do or check anything on her. She just wants to feel her connection and feel like things are good and balanced. All she wants is her connection and her family and everybody to be happy. And that's where she's going because she's took the time to heal. And I feel like the Divine Masculine did too. This energy of feeling left out in the cold no more. She took a new leap of faith. And I feel like this energy of being abandoned and neglected, this changing for her. She's not going to have that experience anymore. She knows she's in her confidence now. She knows what she's worth and what she deserves and what she's not. And she's not going to settle for less anymore. With this Nine of Pentacles, she can do for herself if she needs to. She wants this connection. But ultimately, at the end of the day, she feels grounded now because she went through this healing with the Four of Swords. She went through the healing. She knows she could do it by herself if she needs to. It'd be nice to have the connection, but if she doesn't have it, she can do it by herself. So I feel like this is beautiful energy. I feel like it used to be not that way. She might have used to like heavily depend on this connection and place her value in how it appeared on her and how it was with her. That's beautiful. I like that. Let's see what he's talking about. His first card out. You have the Three of Pentacles. So he wants to build on something. He wants to work on something. And again, Eight of Cups. So I'm getting that like it's my way or the highway. Like you want to work on it with me or not. But hold on. Let's see what's next. Six of Pentacles. He's bringing balance. That was the bottom of the deck energy and the previous one. Okay, so this is telling me this. Oh, that's cute too. So this is telling me he wants to work on this, like this energy before of like, if you don't satisfy me, if my needs aren't met, if I'm not happy, I'm walking away and I'm leaving. It's more like a partnership now. He wants to do it together. He wants both of us to be happy. He wants balance in the connection. Okay. What else? Okay, Ten of Swords and the High Priestess. So there's something about his, there's a hurt that he suffered as well in regards to something that was lacking balance at one point in time. I feel like he's trying to use his intuition. He's trying to use his intuition. There's something he's not communicating. The fuck? Then you have the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Spirit says that's it. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. So this is a new opportunity. So I'm confused. Hold on. With his, in regards to this new opportunity, yes, I want to work on it. Yes, I want to build it. There was a point in time that if I didn't get what I wanted, I would walk away. But I want to see balance. I want to bring balance. Something was really hard. He endured something that was like the end for him in a situation because of lack of balance. And he didn't follow his intuition on something. Somebody was sneaky and shady. And then an Ace of Cups. But this is speaking about balance. So I'm telling you, like, he knows what he did. He knows the hurt he caused. That's why he looks at, like, I don't know how to bring balance. Oh, shit. So this same message up here. I don't know how to bring balance into something because of the hurt that wasn't done. I watched the confusion. I watched the, like, he recalls all the toxic conversations, all the yelling, all the fighting, all the words said to him, from him, all of it. He remembers all of it. I feel like he learned something. There's some, but he hasn't shared something. The High Priestess, the Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Regarding a new opportunity. I feel like he's saying that, like, he always knew that this was his person. Like, this new opportunity, I always knew it even if I didn't say it. It's like being willing to be sneaky and shady at all costs to get this connection. Like, I will, like with this energy, I feel like had the Divine Feminine started dating, he would not have liked it. He would have probably like tried to like make things difficult for, but at the same time, it was like, this is my cup. If you want it, take it. If not, deuces. But there was a need to bring balance in that. There was a desire to bring balance in that. He wants to work with it. He wants to change. It's my way or the highway kind of energy with this new opportunity. He knows that's what it is. He knows he was deceptive. He knows that he did things that he shouldn't have done. He knows, but he's not saying. But he knows. He knows what he did was wrong. But he wants to start a new, like, he wants to start new. Like, this energy is put that in the past. Like, everything we did, wrong or right, probably most of it was wrong. But let's move forward. Let's have a new connection. Let's do this fresh. I know what I did was wrong. And right here, both of this, like, watching the hurt. He knows, like, the Divine Masculine knows the hurt he caused. Again, he knows the hurt he caused, but he cares and he wants this connection. He wants to start new. It's an Ace of Cups. New. Let's start new. Let's start fresh. Let's have a new opportunity where we start completely fresh. Okay, we're going to take our final, row. This message is, oh, sorry, hold on. I keep on forgetting. Let's recap. Basically there's this new opportunity. The feminine energy, she's walked away from those confusing thoughts, those difficult energies where she's constantly contradicting herself and second guessing herself. She's willing to take a new opportunity, even though she was like felt abandoned and neglected at one point, she knows that there's this new cycle coming in. She knows that she has the potential to be happy with this opportunity. So, but she also knows that should it not work out, I know how to fly. And those of you who've been watching my readings, you know what that term is. I think it was Moonlight. I'm gonna have to find her. There's this other reader on here, and she put this beautiful analogy probably like a year or two ago. I think she had got it from somebody else too. So there's this wonderful analogy that everybody's sharing, like the grapevine down the telephone line. So I'm gonna share it with you guys again. Basically, you're a bird, and you loved somebody before. You flew on a branch. It looked stable. It wasn't, and the branch broke beneath you. And maybe you kind of struggled flying, and that was kind of traumatic. You're like, shit, I don't know if I want to go land again. You don't know if you want to fall in love again, or chance love, or risk your heart again. But trust and believe that you are a bird. Once you land, if it becomes wobbly, you know how to fly. If it becomes even an inch where it's a little shaky and you're not sure, you can fly. I'm sure all of you have seen, and if you haven't, you should pay attention to the birds sometimes, but you'll watch them hang on to the branch. There's moments where the wind blows and they will hang on to that branch. And then other times where the wind blows and they let go. They just fly away. So you know when to fly. So just understand and trust that if you need to go, you know how to go. And until then, follow your intuition. Always follow your intuition. Always, always, always follow your intuition. All right, this will be our final shuffle and our final little spiel down here. Feminine energy. She has the 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, which was also our closing card up here. The 9 of Wands, she's defensive. Okay. The 7 of Wands, the Justice, and the 10 of Swords. Let's see. And welcome back, guys. I don't know what happened, but I realized that it had froze, so I stopped talking. But I pulled out the cards for her row. So her row, she has the 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the Justice, the 10 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. So, homegirl is tripping again, just a bit. She wants this connection. She sees it long-term stability. She wants this new opportunity to move forward, but she's defensive. She's kind of on guard a little bit. She does have the upper ground, though. She knows that even though she's defensive, she knows by using her intuition that she'll bring balance to herself. She knows that by using her intuition and sticking up for herself this time, that she'll have justice and that it'll be fair. But she's stuck in her thoughts. Okay, welcome back, guys. I don't know why it keeps on kicking me out. So he has the Hierophant. Let's see what else. He also has the King of Cups. And the Chariot. Hold on, we're going to get some more too. And the 3 of Pentacles. And we're going to get one more. And the 8 of Wands in the reverse. Bottom of the deck is the 3 of Wands. So something they waited for and prayed for together. So both of them, she's praying right now and waiting for like the full connection. She's waiting to feel like solid and stable in the connection. She's waiting to balance out her energy in the connection, in her thoughts. He's waiting to have like this full action forward towards this higher connection, higher commitment. Potentially like getting married, just solidifying the connection. There's some sort of action he wants to take forward. There's a movement, potentially moving in together, some sort of movement going somewhere together, maybe potentially going on a date. There's some sort of action that he wants to go, but he's aligned. That's very important with this Chariot card, more than moving forward, because a lot of cards represent moving forward, like movement. These two horses, usually they're Sphinx, they have to be in full alignment. His good and bad qualities, his heart, head and heart, everything has to be balanced for him to be able to guide those horses. He's not even steering them, right? For them to know where they're going, and to be able to go together in alignment. They don't have any reins. They don't have anything on. No harnesses, no nothing. It's solely his mental power, his intention, his will, his divine guidance, that his energy of knowing that he knows, his spiritual energy, his alignment is what's helping this forward movement. And he's wanting he's wanting to work together. But with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Wands speaks about communication, written communication usually. I'm going to say this is no to marriage. This is no to solidifying things on paper. We're not doing that yet. We're not ready for that yet. But he might be waiting for this to change around. He might be waiting to get married, with it being in the reverse, and something that they're waiting and praying for. I'm waiting on lack of written communication. Okay, they could be like in a court system too, and he's waiting for that to finalize. He's waiting or praying for lack of written communication, if that makes sense. Okay, that has been the reading for this round. Hold on, I'm gonna pull some last messages and just see what's intended for this little couple over here. And this card is like really stuck, and it's trust. So the trust card got stuck to the deck right there. I don't know what that represents for you, but hold on to trust. Hold on to something worth trusting. Hold on. Maybe in those moments where you're doubting yourself, for the feminine, hold on to what you trust in. For some of you, that could be yourself. It could be spirit. It could be whatever it is for you. Hold on to what you trust in. All right, final messages for the feminine. All right, feminine has universal mother and inner child. Okay, so she's working on balance, and she's being, her final messages is messages. Okay. Oracle cards I don't read in reverse. Taking back your power. Connection. The path. And afterlife. Bottom of the deck is growth. So both parties are working on growth right now. Internal, individual, emotional, relationship, financial. I feel like they're just focusing on healing and growing. He's working on taking back his power and reestablishing the connection. And look at the way he's looking at her. He wants to learn something. He wants to know more. And she's not looking up. There's something I wouldn't say intimidated by, but nervous about. He wants to know more. And then we got the path. So I feel like he's guided. He knows where he's going. And then afterlife. I feel like this is a connection that potentially these people have gone through lives together before. Or there's something where they connect to where, for some of them, I get like that, like they've gone through these lives together before, but also there's some sort of like the lessons that all this was, it's going to help and benefit them somehow in the afterlife, in their next experience after this universe. It's going to tie, like all these lessons are going to tie into the next experience for them. All right. that has been reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm sending you love and light always. Be kind to yourself and others.